I am on a spiritual journey of change. I don't know how I made it here, but I can't believe I'm here. Like my table, everything, even the imperfect pillow placement, the whole couches that are the size of the whole living space. I love everything. Why is there an eyelash in my cottage cheese? Fuck, fudge.
If you've been keeping up with Foodie Beauty, you know that she was offline for a little over a week. She showed up a couple of days ago with a black screen only, claiming that she was sick. I don't believe that she's sick. As I said in my previous video, which I will link in the description, I believe that she is in the midst of a volatile situation in Kuwait, which makes her residency, her visa, her housing situation all uncertain. In this video, we're going to look at what MoTranslates says about a recent video about the housing situation. We'll then look at an article that discusses why that housing situation has occurred. We'll look at what's happened with Kuwait's parliament, which is probably the most important part of this video. And then finally, we'll wrap up with what happened last week to a 70-year-old woman in Kuwait who has been accused of being a witch. Yes, you heard me right, a witch, like the Salem witch trials in the 1600s. But first, a big thank you to MoTranslates. I will link where she has posted her video, as well as all the articles that you'll see in this video in the description. And also because this is a longer video with a lot of parts, I will put timestamps in the description as well. Let's get to it.
Home sweet home, yeah. Because even when I'm in Canada, I don't have my own place there anymore, right? So you like to be in your own home, you know?
تواصل بلدية الكويت وبالتعاون مع الجهات المختصة القيام بحملة واسعة في كافة محافظات البلاد تحت عنوان الحد من العزاب، وذلك لرصد العزاب في مناطق السكن الخاص عبر فرقها الميدانية. وتهدف الحملة إلى إيصال رسالة واضحة أن البلدية جادة في تطبيق حظر سكن العزاب في مناطق السكن الخاص، وأنها لن تتهاون في تطبيق كل الإجراءات القانونية بحق المخالفين، إلى جانب قطع التيار الكهربائي بالتعاون مع وزارة الكهرباء والماء.
Go! Whoa!
Now he has 3 apartments. 1 for each wife.
Chantal, if you think all your comments about having multiple wives and multiple apartments was funny or a flex, you're about to find out how wrong you are to have documented this.
Electricity disconnected at 7 expat bachelor homes. Kuwait City, May 20th. Engineer Hamoud Al-Mutari, the director of the Hawali Governorate Municipality Branch, announced that electricity has been cut off to 7 properties inhabited by bachelors in the Jabriyah and Salwa regions, 5 properties in the former and 2 in the latter. The Public Relations Department of Kuwait Municipality confirmed the continuation of field tour conducted by supervisory teams from the Engineering Audit and Follow-up Department in Hawali Governorate. These tour, directly supervised by Engineer Hamoud Al-Mutari, follow a planned schedule in cooperation with relevant government agencies, including the Ministry of Electricity, the Ministry of Interior, and the Public Authority for Civil Information. The administration urged citizens and residents to collaborate with the relevant departments by reporting singles living in residential areas. Such cooperation will help enforce the laws that prohibit singles from residing in these areas. Reports can be made through various channels. The hotline at 139. WhatsApp at 24,727,732, or by submitting a written complaint to the Director of the Governorate Municipality Branch.
So I just got here from his apartment and, oh my god.
Are you okay, babe?
No, I'm not his only wife.
Political turmoil in Kuwait as Emir dissolves parliament. Sheikh Mishal also announces the suspension of some articles of the constitution amid a continuing deadlock. Kuwait's Emir has dissolved the parliament and taken over some of its duties, state media reported, weeks after the Gulf country held elections. Emir Sheikh Mishal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah and the royal-appointed cabinet will assume some powers of the 50-member National Assembly, he said on Friday, In an address broadcast on state television, he also suspended some unspecified articles of the Constitution for a period of no more than 4 years, without elaborating. The unhealthy atmosphere experienced by Kuwait in previous years has encouraged the spread of corruption to reach most state facilities, and unfortunately it reached the security and economic institutions, the 83-year-old ruler said, adding that it has even affected the justice system. We have faced difficulties and obstacles that cannot be tolerated, he said. The elections in April were the first to be held under Sheikh Mishal, who came to power last December after the death of his half-brother and predecessor, Sheikh Nawaf al-Ahmad al-Jaber al-Sabah. Repeated disputes between the National Assembly and the cabinet have triggered dissolutions of parliament, curtailing investment and reforms aimed at reducing the country's reliance on oil revenue. Parliament was to meet for the first time on Monday, but several politicians had refused to participate in the government. The emir said that the failure to form a government was the result of the dictates and conditions of some legislators. Kuwait has been through some hard times lately, which leaves no room for hesitation or delay in making the difficult decision to save the country and secure its highest interests, Sheikh Mishal said.
My shirt went over my head and almost drowned me. This went over my head.
In his speech on Friday, Sheikh Mishal, who came to power in December after the death of the former emir, lamented that the national wealth had been wasted. The interests of Kuwait's people come above all else and are entrusted to us, and we need to maintain and protect them, he said.
Chantal, make no mistake, you are not the Kuwaiti people. The current rulers in Kuwait have no interest in protecting you. As a matter of fact, I would suggest that you have become a liability to your own safety, to the safety of Salah and Salah's family. And listen, Sarah Lee, I know you've said you have zero idea what the Kuwait ministry says. You don't understand the current climate. Well, guess what? You better start paying attention. And I would suggest that what you really need to do is get your ass back to Canada. Don't believe me that you're in danger? Look what happened to a 70-year-old woman in Kuwait accused of witchcraft.
Woman held for witchcraft.
Okay, here's the Ouija board. Is there anyone here who would like to talk to us?
Kuwait City, May 21st. Officers from the Criminal Investigation General Department in the Interior Ministry arrested an elderly woman for engaging in witchcraft and sorcery, reports Al Rai Daily. A security source told the Daily that a person filed a report against the 70-year-old woman of unspecified nationality practicing witchcraft and sorcery in exchange for large sums of money. The department granted legal permission to arrest the woman after she was caught red-handed with magical tools in her possession. She is currently detained at the investigation office for further questioning.
I am not suggesting that your use of a Ouija board when you were back in Canada has any relevance on what's happening now. What I'm suggesting is that right now in Kuwait, they can and will arrest anyone they want on suspicion of all sorts of unexpected crimes.
Ooh, the pleasure and the pain. Yeah, okay, and you're gonna see that you're gonna end up with another criminal charge. Like, God, don't worry about my sweat. Oh, shut up, Kate. You're not even friggin' Muslim. Get a life. Goodbye.